Our correspondent Iolo Dafydd is in Lviv. Iolo, tell us a little bit more about Zelensky's remarks.
Well, he's obviously worried, and he's actually conceded that it may be impossible to try and get all the Russian troops which are currently in the country to leave Ukraine. And by that, of course, he refers to the Luhansk and the Donetsk region, the two separatist regions in the east, which have more or less been fighting, or part of those two regions have been fighting a mini war of independence themselves, backed by Russia, of course, against the Ukrainian government. So he's fearful of that. He's made these two very big and significant concessions, albeit with the conditions that you've just read out. And those conditions are important. A referendum for all Ukrainians on this agreement, if it's accepted, and of course the third party to guarantee security, and that is also extremely important. All through these 33 days of war, he has used very direct language.
Security guarantees and neutrality, and the non-nuclear status of our state. We are ready to go for it. This is the most important point. It was the main point for the Russian Federation, as far as I can remember. And if I remember correctly, this is why they started the war.
And Iolo, can you update us? What's the situation on the ground?
Well, lots of developments, to be honest, Juliet. Around the town of Irpin, which is very close to Kiev, to the west of Kiev, which has been one of the flashpoints, one of the major battles in and around those string of small towns on the edge of the capital. The mayor of this town declares and posted a video online saying that they've managed to push the Russian soldiers away from Irpin. Now, we'll see whether they return, because we have heard other stories that the Russians are regrouping, that they've pulled out some of their heavy armor, they've pulled out some of their tactical groups, and that they are actually regrouping in Belarus. And the reason for that may be this change in tone from the Russians, that they are looking not to try and conquer or invade the whole of Ukraine, which is, of course, one of the second largest country in Europe, but to try and concentrate on their ambitions in the east around those two regions, Donetsk and Luhansk, and of course the southern coastline of Ukraine. And another significant line just in the last hour, that the Russian Security Council chief Nikolai Patrushev has said that Russia's aim has been reported as inaccurate, that they don't want to invade the whole of Ukraine, that they are only focusing on a part of the country where they say they are defending Russian speakers. So there is a hint of a change here, and this is important to note as these peace talks will start in Turkey, and of course these two major concessions before the negotiations have even started by Volodymyr Zelensky.
A hint of a change. Iolo Dafydd, thank you very much.